Hi, guys. Thank you very much for tuning into I Am Her. This first episode is for all of us, and I am talking about love. And I'm sure we have had this word over and over again because it's one of the most frequently used words in the world over, between people, between parents, between people in relationships, just between people in general. However, the reason why this is something I thought of doing as the first episode of I Am Her is because still in this day and age, there's so many people who walk around feeling unloved. And the number of diseases that are caused by a lack of love has actually gone up. I'm talking mental illnesses, depression, rejection, suicide, all these things that come about because people feel unloved are growing, and they're growing dramatically. And this is an irony, because if love is what cures and what heals people, and it's also the most used word, why is it that there's still so many of us who walk around feeling unloved? Now, I'm going to point out two things. First, in the world over, the number of Christians is 2.2 billion. That brings the percentage to around 31% of the entire population. In Kenya, this percentage is high. Now, the percentage of Kenyans that ascribe to Christianity is actually 70% estimated as at 2015. 70%, that's a huge number. And secondly, the second thing that I'd like to highlight is that Christianity, or the act or the practice of following Christ, is inherently a religion that promotes and talks about love. We are taught that we are made by love, in love and for love. God is love. And in fact, in 1 John, it says that we are told that whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Now, there's all these number of people who walk around, who ascribe to a religion that teaches about love. And it's a huge percentage of people. But the irony is that still a huge percentage of us walk around feeling unloved and suffering from diseases and illnesses and circumstances that are caused by a lack of love. So let's explore this irony of our day and see if there's a way forward. Now, there's countless circumstances and situations that involve love. And this whole situation that we are highlighting today and talking about is caused by an inherent, a deeper problem, if you ask me. And we are talking about a world that is broken. And most of this brokenness, the brokenness that we see in our world today, has been explained away by many different people in different ways. But one of the most common things that is put forward by scholars and people who have studied societies is that we are inherently evil. It started from the fall of man in Genesis, if you are a Christian. And this has been driven into us so much so that we have believed and taken up a nature that is evil. I had a friend of mine recently, over the past year, ask a group of us, and we were just having a conversation. And he asked us, why is it so easy for us to explain away evil as our nature, but it's not equally as easy to explain good and good deeds as our nature? Why don't people go around talking about, in my good nature, I gave out this, in my good nature, but when there's evil, we go around talking about our evil nature. Is it that we have been taught this for so many years, so much so that we are unable to see or perceive ourselves as good? Is it?